little bit better if he actually said some shit during the thing.
If he actually
No, like for real though. Like we went to the
president
meet and greet and he really didn't say anything.
Yo, I have like 90 unread messages. It's like crazy right now. Wait, is he trying to be Superman? Yeah, he's our savior. He's our white savior. Yeah. He's coming to take our land and civilize it.
I don't know if you guys know Dexter. He's a part of the Pace Press. He's literally like the only student of color that's on it. Yeah. So he kind of wants us to like speak out and say something because he made it aware that he did try to let them know that a lot of people wouldn't be really feeling this. So we have to let them know too, so that he has like some kind of backup to let them know this is not okay. Yeah. I introduced myself as a senior and he was just like, oh, you're not gonna be here, I don't have to worry about you. So we were all taken aback by that greeting. It was not warm at all. Well, Black Student Union is important on the campus because we go to a predominantly white institution. So there's a very low percentage of minority students on our campus. So it's really easy going to a school of all white people to feel super marginalized and that there's no safe space for you. So I feel like BSU is a club that can provide that safe space, and while all the madness in the world is going on, you actually have somewhere you can go every single week and actually talk about it because our institution doesn't provide that for us. I actually joined BSU as a freshman. It was a failed attempt to go to another club because I'm originally Caribbean. So I was like, I'm gonna go to Caribbean Student Union, and I didn't like feel Caribbean enough for the Caribbean Student Union. So I had a friend that brought me to BSU, and I really liked the discussions and what was going on. I've been president for 2 years now. It's crazy because our campus is in such a diverse city, so I don't know if it's that bubble that we get with being like in the city of New York, but I think most of the time we receive very passive racism, as in that people will write on flyers and, you know, say things under their breath in like class and stuff like that, but no one will confront the situation head on. No one will call you a derogatory term or anything like that to your face. It's more of like microaggressions upon the campus, the way the climate feels on the campus.
Going to PWI, it's constantly trying to hold on to your identity as a colored person within your career, within your field, while still having to navigate and assimilate and appease this white privilege that is so surrounded by us on a daily basis.
We have more autonomy than we believe that we do, and especially for students that pay to be at universities, like you pay a lot to be here, and you have the right to have your university look some type of way.
There's absolutely no respect as to how we try to like strengthen our community.
I think for every different race and culture, granted oppression is different and you face oppression in many different ways, but I think for the greater change, we're all humans and we have to believe in tolerance and kindness for each other, and just like even past tolerance, accepting and exchanging cultural ideas. Everyone has to fight the fight against whatever Trump is doing.
What do you have to lose? You're living in poverty, your schools are no good, you have no jobs, 58% of your youth is unemployed. What the hell do you have to lose?
The definition of resistance has changed since Trump has been elected, just because now everything's heightened. Now you have someone in office that's overtly racist, overtly discriminatory, says crazy things that are out of pocket. Whatever the president and his cabinet's doing, it might not affect us directly, but it's like seeing that stuff on CNN. We have to support each other. I feel like due to the things that Trump has said outright, you would believe that his regime is against immigrants, it's against people of Islamic faith and stuff like that, but I feel like attack on one is attack on all. The things that he's attacking are things that, you know, are widespread to all different faiths and groups. Oppression is oppression no matter who's facing it, so definitely tapping into people and oppression that you might not experience and talking to people that might not look like you is one way to create change. the struggles that we have and the oppression that we're facing aren't very different, even though we're on two different sides of the globe. And understanding that sometimes oppression is universal, unfortunately. Every week something else is happening that's marginalizing more marginalized people. So I feel like resistance definitely changes, and people might take away the value of that word because so much things are going on. You can get exhausted after a while.
Resistance for a person of color it's waking up and living. Everything is against you. And you are told that you have to pacify your anger and your rage. James Baldwin said it best: to be conscious in America and be black is to be in a state of rage all the time.
Never be discouraged of whatever you believe in. There's a reason why we feel the way we feel behind things, and that everyone can be an activist in their own right. You don't have to do extreme things in order to make positive change, because we're very different, but we experience things that are very alike.